Wait, test, test, test. All right, looks good. All right, good morning, my neighbors. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just want to say hello. I know it's been a little bit. I have not been on to make sure my audio is actually down. Make sure it doesn't overpower me. All right, so the market has been doing some very funny stuff. This Santa rally looks like it has no quit in it. I guess we're getting a lot of investors in. Shout out to everybody that like and subscribe and hit the bell button. I appreciate every one of y'all. Don't forget to also hit the rocket over in TradingView. That's how their algorithm kind of works, so that way it can let them know I actually bring some good information. I have my Instagram and I have my Twitter down below. Go ahead and follow me there. Sometimes I drop some very, very key information there. If you don't have a trading community, by all means, come over to Cheat Code. We have a great community. We also do live trading. We have fun. And today, I'm actually going to be using an example of the live trading. Probably going to be on here for a few hours along the way. There will be some intermissions, but by all means, you can go ahead and just tap in. That's how it kind of works. All right, so let's go ahead and get to my normal before the trade analysis, where we kind of look at the chart. The chart is a little chaotic right now, and I get it. A lot of people is probably looking at the market and saying, okay, how far can it go? And listen, we are not in charge of the market. It's never been like that. And to be honest, it's not going to be like that anytime soon. So if you think that you have enough money that's going to go ahead and sway the market, make it go wherever you think that it's going to go, I promise you that it won't happen. All right, so let's go ahead and peek at the chart. Let's start off with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ has been sitting under bearish pressure, especially how you kind of see we kind of had that drop off and we kind of came back roughly around here. So the new year kind of started a little rough. It doesn't look like Santa Rally is strong, but this retracement to try to create new highs is what I was kind of eyeballing. But it looks very much so like a failure swing, and probably going to go ahead and make a double bottom. Sorry, double top and start heading to the bottom. But we'll see exactly how that works out. We could kind of look roughly around here. There was a imbalance right here that we kind of rejected off of this area, right? And as soon as we rejected from this area, used that as support to continue to that downside, which made that whole drop in the beginning of the year happen. We came back to retest it to see if there's anyone still trying to drop it there, and it looks like there is, right? So this is why historical data is very important, because if you ever wanted to know where the market's going, look where it came from, just to let you know. So always look left so that we can find out. So as we rejected here, you could kind of see we've been making bullish order blocks, bullish order blocks, bullish order blocks the whole entire time. So now this is where we're going to have a fight. So we got compression price action from here to here. Broke out of my fan, I like to call it, right? And it looks like we're starting to make our way to that upside. So the question is this the uptrend? Because I had this one drawn out. They broke that one, and I have a potential uptrend that starts from here to here, but we failed to make higher highs. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here. This is a potential uptrend, not a real uptrend. If this breaks this level, then this should be the support that they retest and then continue to that upside. So just keep an eye on that. Let's go over to oil. Oil has been annoying. I want this doggone thing to actually get down to $70, but it fails to actually do that. Nice little rejection right here over at that 75 level. As I said, look left, you'll see $75 is a good rejection level. I think we got a little bit of an imbalance over here, especially the way we kind of bounced off of here. And let me go ahead and put this as an order block. We're probably going to be testing that sometime soon, because this looks like an evening star and it's starting to reject, and it's probably going to follow through, take some of these imbalances down, and maybe come back and fill down here. So we'll see how that relatively works along the way. Let's continue on. Gold looks like it's trying to find a way to take off, right? So gold is fighting this battle, right? I thought it was going to take this 2050 level and continue down, but it looks like it's doing its own thing. Oh, I forgot. You know what? I had came up with some new transitions. Um, yeah, I'll probably do it for the rest of them. Don't mind this video. I'm still working out all the kinks on how I want to produce content for y'all. But yeah, I think depending on how this closes in the next 17 minutes, we're probably going to come back and retest this imbalance that's over here. So we'll see exactly how gold goes. And then we got silver. Silver has been doing this thing too, very similar to how gold was doing. But if we kind of look at the charts on silver, it is basically fighting that battle. And oops, wrong one. There we go. It's fighting that battle to try to get to that upside. But I think because of whatever this imbalance that was created over here is now going to be a bearish imbalance, I do think there's going to be a test to come back down here. It's probably going to put some weight on gold itself. The next one we're going to talk about is the British pound. The British pound, you already know how it goes. If we go up, they go up. If we go down, they go down. So that means the dollar is very sensitive to it, just like the British pound. So it's inverse relationship. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. So looking at this chart, you can kind of see we're on an uptrend, very similar to how the market is moving right now. But we're failing to make higher highs, very similar to what the market is doing. So I'm looking for this one to kind of start breaking down, maybe use the 200 EMA support for a little bit longer, but irregardless, it's probably going to go ahead and try to touch this level over here. Let's call it 1.2676. All right, so that is the level I'm probably going to eyeball and see where it goes from there. All right, the next one is natural gas. Natural gas, I did not play this properly. I do feel a little upset on how natural gas has been taken off. I could have played this up. I got there's so many ways. Let me take a step back to explain. Here's my fan right here that I kind of drew out, and you could kind of see we had some supports here, boom, 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 and it just broke out. I didn't think we was going to make it all the way over here because, yeah, we have a little bit of a cold winter going into a cold spring, but I thought we was going to warm up by now, and it looks like the market has noticed that we have not, and it's starting to really take off where it needs to take off to. So let's go ahead and look deeper into the chart. Coming on to here, we are sitting on top of more bullish order blocks. I do think that natural gas is probably going to start capping out here because there was a nice rejection here. We got a nice imbalance here that I am curious on how they're going to react to it. Let me go ahead and highlight that. Boom, boom, bullish. Right, using this area as support, kind of looks like a double bottom, and then continue to that upside. I do think that it's going to go ahead and hold it, maybe come into here and then get rejected, and it will probably form a true double top. If we look at the daily, it's been up there for a little bit. If we look at the weekly, it's like party just started. So I think the weekly is probably telling a little bit of a lie, more so than the daily itself. So I'm looking for this area to be an area of rejection, just like this area is an area of rejection. Oh, I gotta put this as, come on, behave. There we go. Let me put this as general. Oops, wrong general. Boom, 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 and general. All right, boom, there we go. All right, so I'm looking for that to be that area. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Russell. Russell is one of those that I track because if the Russell is falling, then that means the market's falling. The Russell's rising, and the Russell's rising. I was anticipating that this trend was going to hold, and we'll get to that level roughly around here. That would make my dollar's inverse head and shoulders kind of play out, which I'm going to get into very, very soon. But right now, it looks like it is not respecting that. It's sitting on top of a bullish order block with this imbalance, but it's not doing what I'm expecting it to do. So I would say for the most part, keep an eye on the Russell. If it starts to really break through, then that means this key level and this key level and what is probably short-term key level is probably going to get tested, and they're going to go ahead and try to bring this all the way down. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the dollar. The dollar has been doing its thing. I had anticipated this. If you watch my videos from before, I kind of explained what was going on here with this little bit of a kiss of death rejection off of this uptrend, which had a little bit of a fan to it until it failed here. Broke this level, kiss of death, came back down, but they refused to make this thing make a lower low ever since it broke down here. So this kind of made me think that we were forming what looks like a head and inverse head and shoulder. So I've been really eyeballing this, and right now it's kind of prolonged, so it might fail, and the market is going to rally, and then we're going to dump. But if we do not, I could see this thing start to go into this imbalance that we created back in December 13th. So all those profits from December 13th is probably going to be cashed out. Hey, good morning, Casey. I am so sorry I have not been online like I was supposed to. Had a lot of things that was going on, blah blah blah. But yeah, please bring in whatever charts that you have. I've been looking at some of your old ones like IR and kind of toying with that. But I'm probably gonna be on quite a long period of time. Actually, you know what? Since I'm done with the dollar, I fell onto something on YouTube where there's this one individual that is claiming that there's a lot of people that's saying a lot of good things about trading, enticing new beginners to come in and everything else. Listen, let me prerequisite this a little bit and say trading is not easy. I've started trading, to kind of give a little background, in 2008, but I only did stocks. I didn't understand what option was. So I took advantage of the pandemic to learn from what this individual is calling like trading gurus, right? And it seems like he's on a tear to expose people that are regurgitating, and I could see the factors behind it, right? Regurgitating certain things that is very common. Your normal trend lines, your Fibonacci's, everything, the whole nine. But I would want to challenge him to a certain degree that a lot of that information is the basis of confluence, and I think trading is built on confluence. But I'll leave that alone. We'll have another conversation at another time. I kind of stayed in touch with him through Instagram, but it's just an interesting situation in the trading realm, that, you know, right now I do think traders they're not ready for what trading is required. If you ever watch some of my mindset stuff, trading is going to take everything that you took, flip it upside down, then hold a mirror in front of you and tell you, hey, this is the type of person you are, and for you to be a trader, you have to be X, and you have to mold to that. It's just the way it's going to work. So if you are having challenges in trading, I would say by all means DM me. I do a lot of mindset courses. I break things down. This individual also does some mindset stuff too. I think it's real good content. I don't like to promote others, but if you want to DM me, I'll go ahead and break some of the things that I've found recently. Each one, reach one, teach one. That is the philosophy of cheat code. So that is our goal overall. All right. So you got some thick one. Oh, CRM, really? Even with the tech run up, that's going to be a really tough one for me to believe in, Casey. I don't know. All right, so let me go ahead and get my charts ready as we start to transition over to the other segment of this show. Thing I want to kind of point out is a very, very cool feature that is inside of TradingView. Let me slide this over. So if you haven't done this, I do suggest it. If you're searching and you feel like you're aimlessly wandering and you're not too sure exactly what the market is, this is called the heat map. Very, very cool feature. It allows you to kind of find things that you probably are looking for in certain industry, like technology. Microsoft looks like it's been really bullish, right? It's almost like you kind of have like a quick overview. Finance, Berkshire B, it looks like they're starting to kind of get a little bit of green there. You can sort this. Let me change this from market cap to volume in the past. Let's do volume in a day, right? Looks like everybody's jumping into Mara right now, Riot, and you already know exactly why they're jumping into Riot and Mara. Is because right now this whole Bitcoin ETF is starting to take place, and these are companies that actually invest into those. Let's see. Looks like good volume is coming into Meta and Microsoft, but it's being outshined by these. And you know, some of these are small caps. Make sure you do your research on them before you just jump in. Let's see. And shout out to Casey. He loves his small caps. Let's look at, oh, Nikola? Really? Is that thing's trying to make a revamp? If you don't know what Nikola is, that's the guy that took a semi truck, put it on top of a hill, and pushed it, saying it was an electric vehicle. So keep an eye on that one. It looks like they're taking their money out of every EV company and they're throwing it into Nikola. That's what it looks like, and that's hilarious. Let's see what else is out there. A couple other things, but you know what? Let me just get through it. Oh, Robin Hood's right here. Hood. All right, I do short Robin Hood, but that's a whole other conversation. All right, let's go ahead and grab my other chart so we can go ahead and look at some KC's tickers, and then I also have a couple tickers for y'all as well. Grab that. Boom, boom. All right. I think the first one I'm going to bring up is Costco. I was looking at Costco and I noticed something here. I was like, okay, we're probably going to be bullish if we can get above this level. And I do think that that's a very big possibility. The question is this order block going to hold it down? Are they going to take care of this imbalance? I'm leaning on they're going to take care of the imbalance. So I do have a target of 67.77 with the cheat code algo and a stop loss. I am not going this deep. I'm going to take care of this imbalance. I'm probably looking at 671.07. That's probably going to be a good one right there. Another one that I was looking at is Biogen. Biogen, it does look like from the oscillators, look like parties just started trying to push up. But what kind of took me aback was the 1 month, I think it was. Yeah, it was the 1 month. So we can agree that this thing has been taking off ever since. This is a 1992. Oh man, okay. I gotta figure that out. I'm getting text messages. But anyways, I might go into an intermission real quick. But yeah, so Biogen, when it's all said and done, it looks like it went into a little bit of a consolidation. What should have been just a drop off, especially with these two peaks, right? It should have played out even deeper. So I would say that since Biogen is where it is right now, and it looks like it's using the 200 monthly moving average as an area of support, I'm leaning that there's a possibility, especially with healthcare getting beat up so bad last year, I think that we probably could get into some Biogen to the upside. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some stuff that Casey got for us. All right, Casey has NGNE. I don't know that one. NGNE. Who are you? All right. Looks like they're relatively new. Let's come down because Casey likes his daily small cap opportunity. Ooh, talk about bottle rocket to the moon. Okay. I see. Like I said, small caps. That's his jam. This one only has 5 million shares afloat, so you can see why this is actually exploding that way. They must have had some good split and split. Okay, looks like they're trying to save the company with these splits. Oh, woo! Look at how far you have fallen. Yep. I wonder what did they do. Actually, let me go ahead and dig in deep in this one. Biotechnology. I wonder if they were part of the whole COVID run. Yeah, 2020. Yeah. That's what it looks like. Which engage in developing a product portfolio of genetic medicines and rare neurological diseases. Founded in January, headquartered in New York. Okay. Only 56 employees. Yeah, this is a very interesting little company. All right. So let's go ahead and put this against the cheat code and see what Casey sees. Casey is saying that he's looking for an entry at 32.78. All right, I'm probably gonna have to come up to the weekly to get some levels. Probably even further. Let's go to the monthly again. Let's see what that came up with. Does it trigger a buy? Just triggered a buy. I would say, Casey, we might have ourselves a little bit of a trouble here. Let me try 2 weeks. Okay. I would say, if anything, you might have a little trouble at $37. What's your target? Your target is $41. I would lower or temper it a little bit. And then my stop loss would be probably 50% of this candle, even though we have 8 hours left on this candle. So let's just drop a fib on it. There we go. So I would say stop loss somewhere around 25.66. What do you have? You have 26.72. Okay. All right, so we're not too far along the lines of that. So I would say maybe bring it up. I'll come up and see yours, and we'll bring yours back down to 37. Now, if it blasts through this 50 EMA, then you should be good to go. But leaning on this, I would say maybe not, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, I do like this one. Okay. Next one is NVR. NVR. Actually, you know what, Casey? You just gave me some good ideas. I will go ahead and get into NVR. Just give me 1 second. I got to take care of this message real quick. All right, let's go ahead and get back to it. So yeah, so I am looking at this one. This is very interesting. I like it. It's nice, healthy uptrend. I think I like this better than your first one. That first one's probably going to be one that probably exhausts very soon. But this one, whoa, that is a healthy entry. I have to give you props on this one. I understand you going for small caps, but woo, that's a little rich for my blood. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So we're talking about an entry at 73.1305. 73.1305. It pulled back a little bit. 73.1305 will probably be around, yeah, about right here, give or take, right at the edge of my TP3. So I would say, if anything, 73.37, more than the 17.3005, 73.1305, right? With a stop loss at 6,000. Oh God, 6,600. I like it. I would rather you go with 68.28. I think that will probably be a better spot for a stop loss, only because these wicks are what's keeping you alive, and you need them to stay in this trade. This bring, you know what this brings you back to? It brings you back to like Amazon vibes back in the pandemic. This is that healthy, high price type of item. You know, this thing got some weight to it. Let's see, and then you got a target of 85. If this thing prints, oh man, yeah, I could see that happening. Let me see how healthy this. Oh damn, it has been going. Who are they? Oh, this is a sleeper company. All right, engaged in construction of a sale of single-family homes, detached homes, townhomes, condominium buildings. It operates through the following geographical segments. I cannot talk early this morning. Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, Mid-East, Southeast. I've never heard of them. Southeast? I'm over here in South Florida and since 1980, and they're in Virginia. Oh, red list. I gotta keep up with this one. They are destined to split. It might not give you that small cap action that you love, KC, but this, oh my God, only 3 million shares float. If there's any company that needs a split, it's this company. Wow, that is. Can the run continue? So they had a nice little pullback there in 2022, double bottomed right here. I am amazed. This October run. Who are you? Sorry, this kind of takes me aback, because it gives me so much Amazon vibes. Let me give you a little bit of sense on Amazon. This is an Amazon chart. Look at how this chart looks. Doesn't that look very similar? So I'm just looking at this like, could this be the next Amazon, and it's at its infancy at this point? Look at that. That is just great. Nice break instruction. Nice change character. Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. Take target of 85. I can see it. I can see, especially if we're holding this angle and we're doing a deviation of the angle, there's going to be some profit taken somewhere. But if it holds this is a proper uptrend, right? Here's our uptrend here. And then we got ourselves a new deviation of that uptrend right here. As long as this one holds, even if there is a pullback with a nice little order block on the weekly, I'm thinking something along the lines of here to here. I'm gonna bring some oscillators in like a minute, but just this right here just screams out, as long as it holds this 7,000 level to maybe 6,800. That's why I don't like the stop loss at 6,600. I really am. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would say 68, maybe 6750 is probably the stop loss I want. I don't want it to go deep inside of this imbalance on the weekly. That's just my thought on that. Yeah, I can see this as a breakout retest and explode right back to the upside, and at the very least in the next few days, maybe by the end of the month, to kind of give it a little generosity. I don't want anybody to go piling in and selling their houses and they be like, oh my god, what JD told me it should go by the end of the week. I did not. I said the possibility. All right. I appreciate it. I'm trying to do the best I can, Casey. Trying to do my best. But yeah, I would say I like this thing to continue to get. I see it getting to that 78.46. There's so much momentum. You got bullish divergences being formed. Bearish divergences that's being formed. So it is a little era of caution to it. But since this is the first green finger on this thing, I can see if these earnings do what they expect. Oh, that is what they're returning to their shareholders. That's why they're up. Listen, I know this is not an investment. We talk a lot about trading and everything else, but for my investors out there that hears my voice, something like this where they're giving an EPS of something like this. Let me see. I can't remember what Berk A is. So let me see what Berk A is. That. Whenever you see EPSs in that means they're compressing, and people that sells their share, they're probably cashing out like older traders and everything else, but they refuse to add more opportunities to dilute the shares. So that's what splits are. Splits give opportunity for people that wants to get in that thinks that the price is too expensive, so they never get in. This is a $551,000 per share company, Berkshire A. This is the original. And just so he can protect the shareholders, he did something which was the spin-off of Berk B, and even this returns good returns to their shareholders, but not as astronomical, because this one is the one that they'll split first when it's all said and done. But the caveat is, at the end of the day, you still make money, but this is your introduction of, hey, I want to get into Berk. So looking at NVR, I know I am going deep into this NVR. I apologize, but I kind of like this from an investment standpoint. And if this earnings ends up beating, they beat it by 8%, missed on revenue by a little bit, but consistently. And if you ever want to know more about the financials of a particular company, TradingView does give you a nice little recap of that. So I just wanted to kind of take a peek of quarter over quarter. Their revenue has been steady, but it looked like it dropped off going into the pandemic. Obviously, they're a home builder, right? Gross profit, operating income. Let's see, what is their cash flow? Looks like they got some free cash flow here. Actually, they grew it back. They had a nice little chunk out around this June level. So that means they're making some sizable investment. It could be that they're making some new buildings, new housing, new everything. And this is probably what's driving it right now. So I would say, yeah, I'm not saying for you to go run. I'm not saying for you to. Right now, we're in a day and age where you can get split shares. This is probably a good split share type of thing. And as long as it's following and holding this support, I can see this getting up to here. And what type of percentage would that be from here to here? You're talking about maybe 11%, give or take, of an increase. So if you put $100, that $100 will turn into about 111 if you do one of those split shares. That's where I'm going with. Okay, so we'll see. We will see. I got it on my red list. Great. You always find something that's just amazing, Casey. I appreciate you on that one. All right, let's get into the next one. VRTX. And then we'll get into some trading. Oh, it is 8 o'clock already. Damn, I wanted to get into some trading at 8. All right, Vertex. Actually, I think I still have. Do I have this on the? Nope, I don't. Let me add that to the red list because I think I saw something very similar to Vertex that you gave me. Let me put it on my red list. Where's my red list? Oh, I think it was VRT. That's what it was. All right, let's hold this conversation. All right, so nice hold of this imbalance here. Casey has 433 as an entry. That's a possibility. Let's come up to the weekly, see if we can get some other levels. 433 entry. I like it. Stop loss 421. No, he got 370. Oh no, too deep, Casey. I would say 403. Psychological level $400. That should be a key area. That should hold that level and bounce. I want these supporters to stay in, even though you have some of these supporters are still here. They have not retested that imbalance or rebalanced that area. This is the one that kind of started the whole party. Let me put this as bullish. But I would say they're still here, and I want them here to stay here. I don't want them to go nowhere. I want them to stay and continue to push this up. All right. So let's see. Take profit. 549. Aim for 522. Take your first scale out there, and then we'll just go ahead and continue to party with some runners. That could be a sound decision. So put it on the board. Vertex Pharmaceuticals. All right, let's see. CRM. Everybody knows who CRM. That's Salesforce. Good company, but I'm going into this only because I did not expect to see anything really techy from you, because tech has made such a run up. Let's look at it from the daily. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get no levels on this one. Oh, there's I do. Yes. All right. So Casey says he wants to get in at 274, and 274 is just above here. Part of the breakout and everything does look like a rising wedge a bit, but we'll see if this thing can just go vertical real soon. Stop loss 252. Too deep. I'll go 260. 252. I see. I know you like to do that. Like, you know, let it give me some of the imbalance, and then you use the support lines. I love the imbalance because I feel like the imbalance is what's holding it up. I'd rather them take their profits later and I just jump in, but we'll see how that goes out. If you haven't noticed, Casey is a breakout trader. He loves his breakouts, and he waits for it to break certain key levels before he jumps in. All right, and then price target 308. We're close. TP4 307. I like it there. If you can get, let's just say you did want to do a scaling project on this one, Casey, this one could be a good candidate for it, especially that we've got earnings coming up. I won't be surprised that this start to come in a pullback. I would probably go with a small position, maybe 25 to 50% of my hold, and then when it gets to about right here or here, because I'm pretty sure it's probably going to test one of these levels, maybe even this one for sure, because it kind of looks like an order block, right? I would probably get myself some more and lead to like 75 and 100% a little after earnings, after the dust settles. So just kind of keep in mind on that. We got February 28th. That's when earnings is scheduled to release, but that could be your scale in ability on that one. All right, let's do one more before I get into trading. Mod DBX or TIPT. TIPT. I feel like I know some of them. I want to go with what I don't know because I like discovering new things. Let's go TIP. Tiptree. All right. What do Tiptree do? Tiptree, there's dividends too. Nice. Full size stock. Holding company which engages in provision and specialty insurance and investment management services. It operates in the following segments: insurance, mortgage, and others. The insurance segment offers specialty insurance, warranty products, and related administrative services. Mortgage segments include residential mortgage loans, okay, so like PMIs, I think, which are typically sold to secondary market investors. either servicing release or servicing retained. I don't know what that means. The other segment refers to asset management, mortgage operations of luxury, shipping operations, and other investments. Kind of broad stroke. Founded in 2007. Okay, all right. Interesting company. I like the fact that it's at the TP. Sorry, it's at not TP. TIP Tiptree. Yeah. But it looks like it's using the $20 as a support psychological level. I like your entry at 2063 because it should continue the momentum. Like I said, these are small cap that he looks at. So this one only has $21 million, 20 million shares float. Why am I saying dollars? 21 million shares float. Kind of like NVR, but NVR has freaking astronomically smaller. There's like a quarter of that. So it kind of gives you an idea of what this would be. It'd probably be 4 times that if they didn't split it down to 21 million shares. All right, little fundamental stuff for y'all. But yeah, so looking at this one right here, I like that entry. Take profit will bring you to $22.71. That's kind of conservative. It brings you to TP1. I think I got 27 cents. So a little under it. I like 21.63. I would say fight for that one. Let me not even mark off that level. The stop loss, you have $19. We have 17. I think I like your 19. 1972, which really is like $20 because it's 1972. So it's about $1 spread, just to give or take. I think you can get away with 1906 if you want to be completely aggressive with it and give yourself room. But 1972 is not too bad. All right, let me go ahead and kind of flip the script a little bit. I want to get into my trading in itself because I'm gonna go ahead and do some trading, because they say that people that teach trading don't get into trading, but I am going to go ahead and get into trading. All right, let's see, where's my other chart? That's that. Let me switch that up. All right, we're going to bring this down just in case people have any comments. Put that over there. That looks good. Okay, and you, let's bring you over here. Let's see. I am a NASDAQ trader. Oh, and this is part of the video. If you are content of all the information that I just provided you, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell button on YouTube. Go ahead and hit Instagram, hit Twitter, follow me. That way, whenever I drop some key information, you could go ahead and get there. Also, I have that little rocket right there in that corner, right down there. It's kind of, yeah, that rocket right there. Go ahead and hit the rocket. That way TradingView will let other TradingView followers follow me, and I bring good content. If you actually agree to that, I don't want no one to. Oh, absolutely, no problem, Casey. But you can still hang out. I'm gonna be trading futures on NQ for probably like the next couple of hours. I'll probably be live from now to probably the open, maybe like 10 o'clock. So maybe about 2 hours or so. All right. But yeah. Oh, and then also, I am doing a trading competition. If you think that you are really good at trading, by all means, go ahead and sign up, register, so that way you can become a contestant. It's really good for everyone to go ahead and bring their own entourage, because there's going to be an element in there where you're going to have to need some support in your trades. So if they're going to be contestants, they have to sign up for contestants. If they're going to be participants, sign up for participants. I'm going to put the link down below as we go into this intermission. I'm going to set up my charts and we're going to get into some day trading. All right. I'll be right on back. All right, let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. Okay, so like I said, I am a NASDAQ trader. I love the NASDAQ. It feels like doing 100 on 95. So this thing is like super fast. I know I got a lot of levels. I've seen some videos where they're like, well, if you got all these lines, it's just crazy. But I do annotations from the top down. And when I get into like something small, intricate like this, it looks like it makes more sense. But so just bear with it when it's all said and done. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We put in doji after doji after doji. They're being difficult right now. Okay, so I don't like consolidation. You do not make money on the consolidation. Oh, they put me back in. Some people are so crazy. I'm trying to figure out something for my dad, but we'll get there. All right, so let me grab my actual account. Okay, I think I'm gonna use my actual account. So let me do some practice warm-ups with y'all. Actually, let me do this so that way you can get a visualization. Let's do it from the paper trading on TradingView, just to kind of give y'all a little bit of what I'm looking for. All right, boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's said. And then when I switch accounts, I will let y'all know. Full transparency, as some of these gurus don't do, I guess. But who am I? All right. All right, so we got ourselves a nice little downtrend. Looks like 15 minutes showing weakness, 5 minutes showing weakness. I think we're going to come down. Let me make sure that there's no news. I do not like to have my face ripped off without any surprises. Let's go ahead and find out. My FX book is my favorite. Let's see. Okay, we got PMI that's coming out. That's going to be coming out in 10 minutes. I may want to tread lightly on that one. Corn, soy, and wheat quarter reports are coming in, so that should make an effect. Ooh, Cash Kashari. We're going to have a Fed speech that's going to be at 10 o'clock. So we're talking about volatility up until about 1 o'clock. That's what it looks like there. So that said, let's go ahead and slide that right on out of there. So I might just do some quick scalps along the way here. That could have been an entry right there, now that I look at it. Well, let me turn this on. I'm not going to have control off my computer. Boom, boom. Put that there, and I'll be able to answer any questions there. All right. So okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it was going to be something along the lines of that. Let me lower my leverage. Let's bring this down to probably about 5 contracts. I think I'm tardy to the party. I'm not going to chase it, but what I was thinking is we're going to have a level of rejection somewhere around 899 as we're going under here. Little quick synopsis or a little bit of a breakdown. Let me bring the full camera up. To kind of give you a sense, like, I don't like to trade when there's a big news like CPI yesterday. I was able to trade that one, but I wait like maybe 5 or 15 minutes after the news drop. That's my normal routine, but for the last one, I decided to go with a smaller time frame. Went down to the 1 minute, saw my setup in the 1 minute, and I just played it down. I don't suggest that because a couple things. One, you're gonna have to widen out your stop loss a lot more because, again, you're going against the bots, right? So they will see those orders. They're probably going to snatch the order and then take off in your direction, or you just wait for it to get to a certain key support and reject, even if the candle is still forming, and then take that play to that downside, upside, or wherever it is that you're going with. That's the only 2 ways I will play news if I really, really feel risky. If I feel risky, also, I will lower my leverage. I normally operate with between 1 and 5 NQ, which is a regular leverage. but in this case I operated with 5 MNQ, which is about 10% of that leverage. So kind of give you a little bit of a sense on how to deal with the news. All right, so right now we're getting a little bit of volatility where everything's kind of like going back and forth. And if they're going to do that, I might as well just kick my feet up and just wait for everything to kind of play out. So nice order block rejection. If we look, there's an order block at 16,920. That's where it kind of starts. It goes as far as here at this level at 16,974. Big order block. It's probably built by these here, these here, these here, and if I keep squeezing this chart over, it'll be familiar. Look at that one. Oh, look at that. Look left, folks. Always look left. Just to kind of give you an idea. Right, let's see how this party goes. So we got about another 7 minutes until the news drops. I think I'm getting set up for a nice little scalp again. I'm gonna see if this thing rejects here. I'm looking for a $900 level rejection, and then probably play it down. Yeah, that could have been the entry right there. I probably would put my stop loss somewhere around 904. Let me bring this down to a 15-minute chart so that we can kind of see. Oh, that's why we rejected. We're under the 200 EMA. I think they want this area. So PPI may be the catalyst that gets us down there. Or maybe even come below that. Let's do probably 817. I'm thinking maybe 817, possibly. Okay, I'm gonna take a shot here and probably 10 seconds or so, taking a short 29 tick stop loss. I like that. And we made a higher. Nope, they reject. Yep, see, waited for it and they liquidated. Disarm. We're not sending off that rocket. Always wait for your confirmations to be in place. Don't just jump in because it look good on the first confirmation. I don't care what oscillator, indicator, or whatever tool that you use. And that's why at Cheat Code we teach a little bit deeper than that. It's completely and utterly free. The link is down below. Come join the community. You'll see free trading floors, free access to coaches. We're always willing to help because it's all about each one, reach one, teach one. That's the important part. Oh, look at that. Look at you. Look at you going for that 50 EMA. So I got a 50 EMA that sits on the 1 minute and it's almost like rejecting. That's what I'm looking at on my other chart, but I like my overview over here. But whenever you see dojis, well, yeah, I'll give you a little tidbit that I kind of teach on the community. Like I said, it's free anyways. All right. What is a doji? I posed this question to a lot of traders. You could type in the chat. What do you think is a doji? Is a doji some type of price action? Is it a sign of reversal? What is your thoughts? What do you think dojis do? What is their jobs? Actually, you know what? I don't even have my YouTube comments on. I should go. You know what? If you did put in a comment, I'll follow up with it a little bit later. I'm catering to TradingView right now, so if you haven't followed me on TradingView, I suggest you also follow me on TradingView. Let's just do it that way. What is a doji? Oh, look like a couple people fell off. That's fine. Well, if you can put that inside the comments later on when you're watching this video, ask yourself that question. What is a doji? So I look at dojis as opportunities, potential, all those things. So just to kind of give you a broad stroke. All right, we're back under the 200 EMA. We got like 2 minutes left until this 15 seconds is over. That was a nice pop-up. I thought about taking that, but my 15 minutes telling me now it should be going down more than up. So I didn't feel like counter trend trading going into the news. Also, if you do feel like, oh my God, you know, trading is so tough and why am I doing it? And you feel like you're getting beat up, add this to your mantras. If you follow some Eric Thomas, Myron Golden, or any type of motivational speakers, that's the link to one of my favorite videos that I made for the trading community to reignite your fire of trading. Don't have doubt in yourself. Just pick yourself up. The market is designed to chew you up and spit you out. Don't let them spit you out. Fight that battle. All right. Since we're so close to the news, I am not going to hold a position just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to take this moment to kind of like, this news is going to go ahead and give some spiky information and everything else. I'd say wait at least a minute if you're advanced, 5 minutes if you're intermediate, 15 minutes if you're a beginner. Let the dust settle so that way current information can get caught up, and also it's going to affect the oscillators. So what you see in the oscillator might be completely wrong if you don't understand what you're looking at, or you're not in a time frame that you can process that information fast enough. So that said, 8:30 news drops. Let's go ahead and see how it looks on the chart. All right, we're above that 16,906. Let's see what the dollar is doing for like a quick second. Dollar looks like it's still looking bullish. So I'm anticipating a possible drop here. Let's see. All right, got 9 seconds until the news drops. Spike up. Ooh, loaded back into the block. It is bearish for the dollar. The news is coming out bearish for the dollar. That was not expected. Oh, some people are going to be mad. Good thing I got small amounts of puts. So that said, I am going to be looking for a bullish position, and I'm not ready yet. Pulling back. Boom. I'm getting that one. Let's see if I get. Oh. They did not set it up at market. There's that flaw. I didn't get a good entry. It's going to do one more spike up. Urgh. Rejection, and taking that one. Let's see if I can hold that. I might be late. I might be completely late. I think it might be over. Yeah, this is over. Come on. One more impulsive move. Give it to me, baby. One more, just one more. There we go. Okay, we got something solid. Oh, put in it right there. There we go. 32, 38, 38, 43. Let's go. Push it. All right, locking in half of my profits to its current price. Take it out. There we go. 59, 57, 60. Pushing. Come on. There we go. We got 87 ticks in profit, tick 55. Love it. Give y'all a sense of what that looks like. About $1,275. That quick. Welcome to futures. Any questions, I can write it inside of the chat, and I'll make it make sense for y'all. I could, and actually, you know what? Let me say this. I could. Oh, wrong camera. That camera. I could have been a little bit more aggressive, but I didn't want to give y'all bad. No, let me not say bad. I didn't want to give y'all. I want to say not bad juju. I don't want to give y'all bad habits, right? Because I could have got in way quicker than that after I process it. Because 9 times out of 10, this is probably the most wrong thing to say, but take it as it may, right? I don't really pay attention to the news. The chart is the reaction to the news. So I see it like this, like people have to process the information from the news and then apply it into the market. So for me to understand how people process the news, instead of me looking at the news and processing it myself, I might as well let them process it and see what's on the chart, and I'll see what's on the chart. And the chart's going to tell me what the news is saying, because I already seen, since we pushed up like that, they already knew it was bearish for the dollar, which is bullish for the market. So I kind of had an idea, and I almost jumped in on the first red candle I kind of saw. And I was like, no, I got people that's watching, so that's one of the reasons. All right, so I do apologize for explaining it like that, but I just had to break it down to its bare minimum so that way it can make sense for y'all. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can find another trade. I think they're going to try to do one more push to the upside, but I'm going to temper myself because they did flip my 15-minute. That's why I want to take it up. A breakout of 16,971 would be great. Let's go back to the chart. And if you're curious on what I'm trading, I am trading the NASDAQ, that thing, right? That is called NQ1. If during the time that the market opens and you're a stocks and options trader and you want to kind of follow what I'm doing on your paper trade, the stock equivalent to NQ is QQQ. You could trade it that way. Okay. Do you want to take? Okay. 868. Really? That. It's so close to that order block. I think I like that one. Hold on. Let me put the trading plan to it. And you said 5-minute, right? Let me go grab, where did I put you? There you are. Let's see. Short 866 take profit is in. Yeah, I could see that. Where are you coming? Come on, give me my information. There we go. We just flipped it. 866 was on there. The only problem I have with it is the fact that that data came in a little spicy. So the risk to reward is better going south, going for the short. But I can tell you this momentum, we got like 9 minutes left on this 15-minute. Even though it looks like a rising wedge, I could see this thing try to take off. All right, this is it, and I'm going to lower my leverage knowing that I'm going into resistance, and I am considering jumping in on that. Oh, actually too early, Jeff. Tighten up. I'm too early. Oh, actually it might work out. I did not wait for my second confirmation. I was gonna break it to break even. Come on, bring it to break even. I didn't wait for my second confirmation, and it's kind of forming my second confirmation while I'm in it, so I'm like fighting whether I'm gonna move it or not. Yeah, I'm in a tough spot. This is why entry is so important. Let me just put it right here. If they come and get me here, they get me. All right, I'm sitting at about 10 ticks. So what I'm looking for is that since they pinned the 1 minute where it is, I think they're waiting for the 5 minute to finish its cycle. It looks like they're done with it. Come on. I guess I should put in profit knowing it was in resistance. All right, I'm already here. Might as well be. Yep, they took me out. Lost 6. I'm okay with that. So right now I'm looking at the 5 minute and the 15 minutes having this nice little dance right now. But if I go to the 1 hour, this is what it's looking like right now, and it got 22 minutes on it. So that's why it made me curious about it. Oh, here we go, Casey. You might get what you're looking for. There we go. Break it down. It just broke my auto fib. I like the fact that the 1 minute has turned over, but I think there's gonna be a pullback here. I may join you on that one, Casey. No, but I'm gonna scale in on that one. I'm gonna wait for my indicator to flip. But yeah, so what I was saying also, Forex, those that want to follow me on Forex, of course, you already know what yours for NASDAQ is. I want to say it's NAS 100 for Forex. I haven't done Forex in a while. But by all means, you can join the party as we trade NQ. And we do some live trading. I think I'm positive. Like I said 80, I risk 6. So I'm like at, I don't know, 85. No, 75. Somewhere around 75 ticks. Take it. Oh, no. I'll take it back. It pulled back to about 60 ticks. Or 55. So I'm like down 40 some change. See what I mean, Casey? Like, this is the momentum. Now they're really, really trying to push this thing back into the block. That was a little early. That's all it was. Nice reset down here when we came to 691. Probably could have enjoyed this, even though it is a little choppy. Showing a little weakness here. I think I'm gonna short it here. Gonna make it super tight. Seeing if the rest of the impulse moves, because it looks like we're doing what could be determined as an M. Yeah, I'm not getting that impulsive move. I'm probably gonna get stopped up. So the 1 minute is showing short. I would say, Casey, yeah, that's why I went with a lighter leverage. That way I could keep more of my profit, knowing that this is a little riskier. So I lost 50 there, 140 there. So I think, oh, you jerks. Gotta love the market. I guess if I left their structure, I probably would have been green right now. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna try to do more of the live trades on Friday. That's when I have a little bit more free time. But generally speaking, I'm trying to just stay consistent with that Tuesday through Thursday. But oh man, life happens. Yeah, we're going to a consolidation cycle. They might wait till 9:30 to really make the real moves that needs to be made. So just be careful. Thank you. I will. And maybe we'll sprinkle some of the trade ideas in the mix of it and see where they're going. Oh, there it goes. That. Oh, actually, you said 866, right? Yep, 866. Right now we're at 966, so you got like 100 points to the downside coming. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get into my live account 9:30. I think that's when I'm gonna do it. The 5 minutes still looks a little bullish. Let's see something. What is the dollar doing right now? Oh, okay. This was a block that I drew from a couple of days ago. It just stayed right in it. But I really want this inverse head and shoulder to play off in the dollar. Nice cheap market will give lots of investment opportunities. Let's get back to NQ. I'm real curious on this 1 hour, Casey. I think they're gonna reset, maybe reset the 1 minute, or maybe reset the 5 minute. But I don't want them to reset the 15, because the 15 minute, I like where the stoke is. Kind of gave you this opportunity thinking, oh, we're dumping, and then it just liquidated with that rise. But a nice reset of the 1 minute, which would bring it. Oh, but your level is way below my 200 EMA. I got 921 as a possibility. Yeah, that could have been an entry there, entry there. I thought the 1 minute was running out of steam. I didn't get to catch it at the top, so I'm not going to chase this one. When I did try to get it at the top, they took me out because I pushed it into structure a little too deep. Right now the 5 minutes putting in what can be deemed a evening star. So this should look good for that 866. Woo. That's all the way at the support. This is the support of this whole entire run. That's a deep one right there, Casey. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, possible short position here. Good retracement. Looks like the 1 minute is not done yet. Take it off the wicket here. Oh, they stopped you out? Oh, the pullback. Yeah, I'm attempting my first breakout of this trade because I wanted to, and that's why I don't like breakouts. Yeah, I prefer catching at. You see, that would have been my entry if I didn't do a breakout. But yeah, I would say for the most part, when you're getting stopped out like that, that's good because that means you took some profits. I'd rather take green before I turn around and let something turn back red. Nah, good trade. Alright, we got about 15 minutes till 9 o'clock. Grab myself something to eat and then we'll continue from there. So bear with me. actually small issue. Casey, I would say hit me up on my Instagram. I'm gonna do another live. I got an emergency for the little one. I gotta take him to school. Wifey's not feeling well. But yeah, so I'm gonna do some more live trading along the way. But it's probably gonna be in my YouTube more than likely, and then I'll send you the link to that one. But I literally gotta run, and I'll see y'all later. Yeah, have a great day.